Any reason that we're standing in the middle of the road? Okay, but you have to pull over to the right, which is over there, not in the middle of the road, right? Because I'm in the middle of the road now. Now I want to be in the middle of the road. Okay. There's workers present, giant construction zone marked on both sides. It's posted as 25 miles an hour. So instead of having to drive back and forth using the normal radar that I use, we're going to use a laser. So we use a Pro laser. This gives me the speed of a vehicle. I have to be stationary to use it. Put my window down. Gives me a little reticle here that I sight through. And when I pull the trigger on it, it emits a sound. Sound sounds like this. When the sound goes steady, that means it locked it in. So this truck right here is coming at us at 39 at 447.7 feet. So it gives me the exact speed and the distance to which that vehicle was away from me. The beam that it shoots is about the size of a deck of cards. So I can pick out a specific vehicle if there's a whole bunch of vehicles coming. Very different than the radar that shoots out like a cone, and you have to really visually estimate, be able to differentiate between vehicles. This one, you could pick it out, aim it at a specific vehicle, get that vehicle's speed.
The most accurate.
Incredibly accurate, so it's why we use it, and it's great for construction zone stuff. So with these workers present, we are going to try to keep these guys safe today. 48.
Which guy?
This one right here.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Wow. See your driver's license, please. All right, well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is, do you recognize that you're in a construction zone here?
Yeah.
So, do you know what the speed limit is in the construction zone?
25, I think.
You know how fast you were coming at me that I locked you in on laser?
No.
Think it was faster than 25? So, I locked you in at 48. So, you are at a criminal amount of speed with workers present. We're looking to do a construction zone speed enforcement episode. Sam wanted me to explain how the laser worked. So I show the laser, explain how it worked. We get this guy at 48 and a 25. He's really an uninteresting stop, and he wouldn't have made it. Sam says that this guy never would have made the internet, except that we wanted to show a stop while we're doing speed enforcement. On my side of things, the guy still would have got a ticket, which he did. But on Sam's side of things, he never would have put him on the internet, except just simply to show that I was out there conducting speed enforcement and to slow down during construction zones. Going through that construction zone. All right, well, I'm Deputy...
What did I get pulled over for?
I'll tell you right now. So I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. You know what the speed limit is on Signal Peak?
55?
Not even close. Speed limit's 45, and you were doing 76.
Ow.
So quick.
No, I wasn't doing that fast. I don't think so.
The baby's crying.
Oh,
My baby's
crying.
crying.
It don't matter.
You're 100%. 100%. So locked you in a radar. Still locked in. So that's that. So see how your registration paperwork and proof of insurance.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what happens. You push that pedal on the right, you go faster.
You said I was going 70.
76.
That's crazy.
I thought the same thing.
I'm fighting it.
As soon as I walk up, he tells me he's going to fight the ticket. Doesn't bother me a bit. I cut him a break on the criminal speed because he hadn't had any traffic-related issues. So I tried him a civil speed ticket. He ends up fighting the ticket. So Sam came with me that day. The judge wouldn't allow us to video in court, so Sam was just there simply as an observer. This guy comes, he shows up, and then pretty much says, hey, you're going to find me guilty anyway, so I just want to pay my fine. So it didn't make any sense, and Sam and I kind of laughed about it because we had this video, so we had all of our interaction on video. And I mean, I went in, I didn't even have to give any testimony. The guy just pretty much says, hey, I did it, and you're going to find me guilty anyway. So I think he was just hoping that I wouldn't show up. And when I showed up, he just pled guilty. So So this case kind of went to trial, but then I didn't have to provide testimony because he pled guilty, knowing that I was going to tell the judge what had happened and what was caught on video. So that's how this one ended up. Okay, and you know what?
What's this back here?
That's the cameraman.
What is that? That police stuff?
It's that police stuff. That's right.
That's crazy.
So he got you doing 76 too.
What?
Yeah.
What you say the speed was?
45. It's on the big black and white signs.
It
They're
is.
white, black letters. The speed limit. Like limit as in like the fastest speed that you can go. So I've seen the memes. Big Ultima Energy on the internet is a thing. They're funny. But I'm a professional stopper of cars. And I've stopped a lot of Ultimas with a lot of different drivers. And I don't think that there's any difference. It's not the car that makes it. It is the driver. So it's it's not that. Big Ultima Energy. It's an internet thing, but it's not a real life thing when you start talking about
BAE.
cars on the roadway. Now, obviously, you've had some run-ins with the Pinal County Sheriff's Office before, like a whole bunch. But you've been cool with me. And you haven't been stopped for anything motor vehicle related in a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to issue a criminal ticket.
I think my speed thermometer might be messed up.
Yeah, that might be it. But it could also be that Big Ultima Energy that you have. I know you know. You know. You know.
Right. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for three things.
I want you to subscribe to my channel. So then you're notified when we kick new videos out. Sam and I are putting stuff out. I want you to make sure you follow. Make sure you click the like button. So let us know if you like this. And then leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this. About the Big Ultima Energy or anything else that we're doing here. Speed limit here is 50. You were doing 72, 71, 72.
Oh.
Well, you...
I didn't say that up here.
Okay.
It said 60 up here. I didn't know.
Okay, well 60 is still more than 50. And you still passed me in traffic. So, all right. And is your driver's license suspended?
Oh, yeah. No. Well, it's finna be.
It's
about to be.
It's about to be suspended.
But I got my license.
Oh. Okay. So we're on our 11th traffic stop of the day. The first 10 traffic stops were totally boring. They were stops that went up, got information, came back, wrote a ticket, or gave a warning, whatever it is. Those don't show up on Fridays with Frank. This stop is going to, because this guy plates are suspended, driver's license is suspended, passes me at 21 miles an hour over, says he wasn't, all this stuff. But overall, Fridays with Frank is really a show made to both educate and entertain. And if we put those first 10 traffic stops of the day on Fridays with Frank, you'd be asleep by now and you wouldn't even be listening to this. Your first citation is for driving while your license is suspended. Second one is for not having, or for having a speed above reasonable and prudent, so 21 miles an hour over. Displaying a plate suspended for financial responsibility, and not wearing your seatbelt. Ma'am, I know that your license is good, so if you could drive, that would be great. I'm going to give that to you there. That's your permit. No, it's okay.
So I'll just get out of the way.
And be careful getting out there. The reason I'm not standing on your driver's side is because you literally parked right in the road. All right.
Why they got cameras on us though? What if we don't want to be on that camera?
If it's a motivating factor to obey the law is that you're going to be on Fridays with Frank, so be it. Obey the law. But he said, hey, well, what if I don't want it? Well, then don't break the law in Pinal County, because our PIOs are out there. They're riding with deputies, with me, with other deputies, and you do something crazy, you get arrested for something crazy, there's a possibility you're going to be on the internet. So just obey the law in Pinal County. You'll be fine. Don't get pulled over in Pinal County. Hi there. See your driver's license, please. No, stop. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. R is for wreck. If you back into my car. Any idea why I'm going to stop you?
Speeding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're almost 30 miles an hour over the speed limit.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get to the hospital.
I get it.
Why do people go to the hospital?
What's that other one that's right there?
Mighty.
Okay.
When I first got here.
All right. Is this...
Like freaking the hell out right now because my son just got rushed to the hospital, so I'm like, kind of like, yeah.
What do you get rushed to the hospital for?
He's got the flu, but they're thinking he's COVID again.
Oh, okay.
So he's only 2.5 years old, so he's my first kid, so I'm a little on edge right now. I'm like,
It happens. So, but if you get there an extra 3 minutes faster,
Yes.
is anything going to change? The answer is no.
no, correct. I mean,
Okay, so the answer is no.
Yes.
But driving at a criminal amount of speed is probably bad. And it's illegal.
yes.
And if you get into a wreck, it substantially increases the possibility
Correct.
of you having to go to the hospital. Now you don't help anyone.
Correct.
Not only were you doing a criminal amount of speed, but you know your license is suspended. It's been suspended since 2017. Like,
I thought I had.
it is. Yeah.
I've been.
I hear excuses all day long. It's literally part of my job. Like I get lied to, and I hear excuses for a living. They pay me for it. I stopped this car, and I could tell just by the guy's demeanor, by the expressions on his face, by his mannerisms. Like he is. I absolutely believed that he was going to the hospital. Exceeding the speed limit, yes. And I was going to give him a break on that. But when I went back to the car, I checked his driver's license status, and I see that he's been suspended for 6 years. I became more empatheticless. I was like, yep, you may be going to the hospital, but the fact that you're knowingly driving while your license is suspended, certainly for the last 6 years, now you're at a criminal amount of speed. Like at some point, the brakes have to end, and you need to be held accountable for doing things that are illegal. So I had every intention of kicking this guy loose and just telling him to drive the speed limit to the hospital. But once I figured out that he was breaking the law in more ways than one, it was time to put pen to paper.
It's why you have a new ID card and an old driver's
Well,
license.
the new one I have gotten.
That's why I said, hey man, that's an ID card. What's that? Because you handed me an old driver's license and a new ID card. They will not issue you an ID card if you have a valid driver's license. So I knew that standing here.
Okay.
I was 100% ready to give you a warning for this
Okay.
until I found out that you're
I'm not.
driving suspended. So
I know,
all we did, I did give you a break on the speed. You're doing a criminal amount of speed. I did not issue you a criminal citation. You're going to get a criminal citation for driving while your license is suspended.
Okay.
It's been suspended for like 6 years. Probably something you need to take
Can
care
I
of.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
I've been paying all my fines, paying all that. What else can I do to?
All of that stuff goes through the court.
Stop
That's not a
getting
me
taken.
issue. That's a court issue.
And the courts. They keep telling me to ask an officer. Because I've had an officer.
We don't suspend licenses.
No,
Like
I
that's
know.
not something Frank does on the side of the road. Like, hey, your license is suspended. So it's it's between it's actually probably the right answer is MVD.
Okay.
Here's an interesting fact, little trivia for you. There are 24 states, actually 23 states in the District of Columbia that have a DMV, so which is the Department of Motor Vehicles. Arizona has an MVD because the Motor Vehicle Division is under the Department of Transportation. So that's the difference. That's why Arizona has an MVD and other states have a DMV. Is it depends on how the state structure, how they structure their driving and enforcement, and who gives driving tests and issues licenses and registration. So interesting fact. But Arizona, MVD. 23 other states in District of Columbia, DMV.
Because we don't suspend your license, but your license and ID cards come from MVD.
Okay.
So that's you need to go and go, hey, look, I'm taking care of all I need to take care of. I also need to work and take care of my family.